You're listening to Unspooled, the podcast where failed prints are just part of the journey. Hosted by Corey from Moji 3D, the guy who thinks filament is a personality trait, and Steve from Layer by Layer, who probably has more spools of filament than forks. Every week we dive into 3D printing, making, and the occasional rant. So grab your favorite filament and let's get unspooled.
All right, we should be live for our first of, I don't know, a couple, right, leading up to Christmas, Christmas stream. So tonight we're going to be talking about, well, anything I said, what did I say, episode 31? This is 31. So
31, there's 31 days in December. Boom, got them.
Yeah, so tonight we're going to be talking about models and their designers, and then generally just some
Christmas
designers out there.
Models,
yeah, and then we'll have next week's episode, which will be on the 16th, and then the actual pre-Christmas episode, which will be on the 23rd. But we're starting it early. So how you doing, Steve?
I'm cool, man. I'm chilling, hanging out at the North Pole, you know, doing elf type stuff up here. We partying, you know, regular stuff. We partying.
Steve's got his Christmas hat on. I've got my Christmas themed red beanie. But we've got some printed models that we've printed and then gifted away, in me in particular. So some of the models we'll go through I have here, some of them we don't. Steve's got some that he's
I don't have any that are printed.
Highlighting.
They're all I went through Makeover and I found ones that I thought were cool and for various reasons that I'll probably go through. And then I have like some that may be on the line. I just gotta know where they're at. And maybe we'll go through some community prints as well. So yeah, it should be fun.
So we've got
give some people some ideas for Christmas.
Yeah. So how is everybody doing in chat? We've got I am a fan of delicious flavor, Peekaboo, Laser 3D CNC, Yuri, how you doing? Wazzy, GTR Dad, Additive Adam, the Mad Owl. Let's see, am I missing anyone? That's who I've seen at least chat. So how are you guys doing? Welcome. Has anybody been working on 3D printed or Christmas 3D printed stuff? I know holidays tend to be a popular thing for us. I know Halloween is always busy for me. Printing
Halloween and Christmas are probably like two of the most heavily 3D printed holidays. Yeah.
And I've been out, or I think I've printed 9, maybe 10 separate Christmas themed models this week, and then multiples of those. So I've been printing, and I've been sending them mostly on the U1. The U1 has been slaying the Christmas models, especially the multicolor stuff.
I see what you did there. You said it's been slaying.
Pun intended.
Too good.
But is anybody else working on some stuff, either designing stuff or just printing other cool models? If you have, post them in Discord under share your prints, the thread. Yeah. We've seen some cool ones in there. Killa Prince, he posted one from Make a World. We'll look at it later, but it's a gingerbread like fidget clicker. That was pretty cool. And I've seen a lot posted on X and stuff, but I haven't seen a ton posted in the in our Unspooled Discord thread. So if you guys want to start, hammering out your Christmas prints in there, that'd be cool, and we'll share some too. So
100%. I personally have been working on like a custom Christmas bulb generator in a sense, with like text or emojis or whatever on it. That's probably like the only thing that I've really been working on. I'm sorry, I had an idea in the middle of that sentence. That's why my battery sounded like they ran low for a second. But that's the only thing that I've really been working on was that. And then cutting up my snowman. I'll show that later. for cutting up a snowman that I made. But like outside of that, like it's just been so busy, man. At least for me, I haven't had time to really kind of get into stuff. And like this snowman, I made it last year, but it was probably like an 8-color print at the time, so I cut it up. It worked for me, but I didn't want to put it out there and people have to like glue it together, and where you still may have to use some kind of adhesive, but I wanted to make it more user friendly. And then we got the Snapmaker U1, which makes it even more user friendly for people, at least with the Snapmaker machine. So
yeah, and like I have like this one here, so I have a separate version of this. You can print all the parts separate on a single color machine, and then you have to glue it all together. Yeah. But I mean, it's fine doing that, but I prefer to just have like a tool changer type of printer.
I want to either all print together or assembly required, but it's easy assembly, because if you make it too difficult, oh my gosh, you will not hear the end of it.
And then, like, this is my little Santa, and this here I attempted to do separate assembly, and it was just so many little, like, I mean, if you print it bigger, it's fine, but if you print it small, a bunch of small ones, it's so many little parts that, I mean, it's just not, it would not be fun to print and then assemble everything. Yeah. So there's some of them that I just don't do that on.
How long does it take to print?
So this one here, well, the funny thing is I never printed either of these fully multicolor on the AMS, because a full plate of this one on a P1S, and then this one individually. This would be 18 hours on a P1S with an AMS. On a U1, it was 4.5 hours.
It's insane, dude.
With virtually zero waste, and then the P1S. So I never actually printed this full color until I got the U1, and then this one I printed 8 of these on the U1, and it was 3 just shy of 4 hours for 8 of these. And then on the it was just shy of 6 hours for 8 of these, but on the P1S it would have been almost a day. It was like 23 hours and something with a ton. So
it's a game changer, man.
I just think it makes you not have to separate parts, right? Like, it makes you not have to like reassemble a bunch of multicolor, like single color printed parts into one multicolor.
Because like even with the snowman, like I cut it down to where the body is only 4 colors, and then the head is only 1, 2, 3, 4 colors, and the head is 3 colors. So it's still not gonna be. It's not like, oh, set it and forget it. But it's gonna be easier to make one if you want to make one. So I mean, that's the thing that's just making it like easier for people holistically. And like with Christmas prints, the easy part is usually the same, colors. There's not a lot of variety. I won't say that, but you got red usually in it, you got white in it, and green, and then maybe gold or silver, some stuff like that. So
they're very limited. I mean, usually Christmas prints are limited to like 6 or 7 different varying colors, but like this one here, ideally, if the U1 had 5 tool heads, the belt buckle would have been yellow or gold, right? But other than that, that's the only other color I would have added to this. It just turns out to be white just because I only have 4 colors. But when I designed this last year, and I had a ton of people last year be like, "Oh, can you print me one?" And I was like, "No," because with an AMS, it takes so long to print this that I was like, "No." I printed one I printed a big one like this for my house, but it took a day to print. And I was like, "No, I'm not gonna print a bunch." I posted on Maker World, if you have a printer, you can print it. But with this now, I printed 8 of these for family members that all wanted one, just so I can hand them out to them, but, and then simple ones like this, so this is this is a Jack Skellington version of like my ghost that I do. I have a bunch of different versions of this little ghost that I've done. But this here, because of all of these stitches in the mouth, like this on an AMS, and you have all black up to here, but this part of it adds like 8 hours to this print, right? So you're like 14 hours to do this, where on the U1 it was like 3 hours. But just, you know, little stuff like that I think a tool changer makes multicolor printing more accessible to, or like,
it does,
yeah,
dude.
I had made a post that my favorite thing about owning the U1 since then has been that, and I don't want this to be turned into a U1 conversation, was that I can print, and I highlighted this model, like I can print this model and not have to worry about the time and material.
Well, it's less of a U1 conversation, more of a tool changer conversation.
Yes, yeah.
Just like it put tool changers into the hands of anybody who really wanted one without having to build one. So
yeah, and cost, right? Because you can't build a tool changer for under.
You can't.
You know,
for the price of the U1, and you could probably get like 3 tool changers. I mean, I'm sorry, for the price of a tool changer, you can probably get like 3 U1s.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
and if it's a Prusa XL, you can get like 4.
yeah,
maybe
sure.
4.5. You know, like, but yeah. And then, do you want to show the ones that you were highlighting?
I did, but all of a sudden my mouse decided to crap out for a second. So let me switch mine real quick. The one for this machine. Come on, connect. Yeah, there we go. Let me pull up the list and make sure I hide all of my tabs and bookmarks so I don't get judged for how many tabs I have actively open. Come on. Any minute now. All right, so I just went through Maker World and went through and basically made a collection of Christmas stuff that I thought was either cool or ingenious in a sense. I say ingenious like I'm some kind of judge of what's intelligent or not. But yeah, no, like it's just models that I'm like, oh, this is a cool print or something pretty nice. So let me share my screen at the stage. So made a quick little collection. These two are from a Spooligan member, Joe. He made some Christmas tags for he made a Christmas tag for, you know, gifts and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty cool. Cool font. You could technically, this is just a standard print, but you could technically do this in HueForge and make it even cooler. You know, maybe add some.
Well, the cool thing too is that something like that you can do. You don't need an AMS. You can just, you know, do a color swap on a.
Yep, exactly. And then you can make it in whatever color you want to make it in. This is also a HueForge that Joe had created, Santa Sleigh HueForge, which is pretty cool. Like I feel like Christmas is a good time to like really get into HueForge, just because once again you kind of like you have a smaller palette of colors to choose from. But I'm gonna jump to the bottom because most of these at the top are like our stuff. So I thought this one was cool. It's a Christmas tree, and I think it uses the whole like
the hairy lion type of
thing. The unsupported swirls or whatever, unsupported lines to kind of like
loop
these, and then and then so here's a picture of it on the bed, and then you I guess hit it with a hair dryer or something, and it causes it to curl up like this, which I thought was freaking insane, and pretty cool. It'd be cool to see it in like white or something like that as well. Then there was the cookie jar, cookie bowl, snack bowl. I thought was pretty cool. It's kind of like a Santa / elves cookie bowl, which in my opinion looks pretty sweet. It's something you could easily do on the U1. I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually 2 pieces. 3 plates, 4 plates, yeah. So some assembly required, but I mean it makes sense. It would make it quicker to print, a cleaner print as well. You don't get too much bleed from some of the other colors that you have going on. This one I thought was really cool. It's a flexi ball fidget.
Thought it was a
Christmas ball,
macaroon.
which I was like, okay, if it opens up, come on. Any minute now. There we go.
Is it like
So I thought this was pretty cool.
Oh, it prints flat and it opens it up
Yes.
like a ball. Okay.
Yeah, so here's look at that. Yeah, dude. Like,
That's
that
cool.
makes storing your Christmas bulbs like this is like I feel like it's marketable right here because now you go from this giant. Yeah, dude.
Well, that was like when
when
years ago they came out with those like unbreakable Christmas ornaments, that like were made out of like indestructible plastic. You could just throw. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because like
space saving,
right? Like I saw this, I was like, this is freaking sweet. He has them in various sizes and stuff like that. This one was pretty cool. Oh, I jumped too far back. This one was pretty cool as well. Let me jump down to the bottom. Hold on, let it finish rendering. A little snowman lamp. Like some of these are so simple, and you're like, I wish I would have thought of that. Like I may make my own version of it, but it's still like that is pretty cool. A cool idea for like a little table lamp.
Well, that's what I always tell a lot of people that are like that want to get into designing but haven't done it yet. It's like half the stuff that you see that you look at really doesn't take a whole lot of time to design it once you learn how to do it. Like
I thought this one was cool. So
I always like those assembly cards.
It's a gingerbread.
See, Joel said it too. I thought it was a macaroon when you had that like the fold up ball. I thought it was a macaroon.
I thought this was really freaking sweet. I might make some of these for around the house. So cool, man. Sometimes I wish I had the time to kind of like sit and meticulously kind of like drill down and make stuff like this on such a small scale. Like it's insane how.
Well, the funny thing is that in if you do that in Fusion, it really wouldn't take you much time.
Well, here's the thing that's crazy, dude. Like, look, this is really tiny because look, this is their thumb, and this is like a Canadian quarter or something. I don't know what that is. But yeah, so like it's not a giant, print. It's really, really small. But look at the detail in this thing, man. Look at that. That's just
cool model.
This probably takes no time. How long did it say to print this?
Oh, it's all
3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not really it's multicolor, but it's really not. It's just layer changes on the
dude.
On the Z.
That is pretty nice, man. I'm waiting for the I'm gonna jump to this one. I thought was pretty cool. Like something simple. Like make 3D print your own Christmas hooks.
I've actually printed hooks before. I have a hook that I designed that I print. So yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, and like the way they did it to kind of save space, they alternated them. Is that right? Alternated, yeah. So, big, small, like all across. Which I'm like, that is just really cool. He's gotten only 18 boosts off of it, but a ton of downloads, added to a ton of collections. Like that's the one that should probably have like way more downloads. Just because this probably takes no time. Let me see how long it takes to print. Probably takes little to no time to print. Yeah, 39 minutes. And you got
usually something like that is pretty quick.
Yeah, this is like one of those things where like, I could go to the store and get some hooks or I can print them. This is like one of the things where I'm like, I'll just print them. Like granted, they might be slightly cheaper at the store, but just printing them is pretty cool. I don't know if this is the same dragon that Killer Prince made, but I saw this and was like, it's a gingerbread dragon. I was like, that is pretty darn cool. A pretty nice looking dragon. And I'm not a big dragons person, but I was like,
no, I'm not either. But there's one of the gingerbread dragons. Actually, there's one on my list too that I thought was really cool.
And then let me see. It was a couple more that I thought this was pretty cool because it's customizable. I may do something like this for my family, and maybe for some of the families that are gonna come and visit us. But yeah, it's a tree with the names of all the people in the family, and then 2025 at the bottom. I was like, that's pretty cool. It'd be nice to have it on the fireplace for like your guests that come, but you probably have to print one for each person or whatever, because it seems like something that
do it by family, like the Smiths, the Johnsons,
Here's a print that you could do to kind of like, piss your kids off, with all of the slang.
Skibbity. Oh my god.
Yeah, I might do one of these just to kind of bother my kids.
Yeah.
That probably look really good in zombies red, and then like a emerald green or something like that, or a silk green or something would look pretty cool. I got a few. I thought these bulbs were pretty nice. All of these bulbs. This one was pretty cool because these look like they're procedurally generated, which is a lot of times can be pretty fun. A Krampus model, I thought that was pretty nicely done. It looks like it's more made for resin printing, but I mean the detail on this thing.
Yeah, I mean if you printed it big enough, you might be able to get away with it with FDM, but it would be. It definitely would not be. That's definitely resin printed.
Yeah, that's definitely resin printed, but it looks clean though. Great detail, but it also looks like it might be like AI generated or something. No offense to the designer. I saw this and I freaking loved it. Was this tuft Christmas ornament? Just because of the detail, it looks like it's soft, and I can see people just walking up to you. I didn't hit that. Walking up to your tree. Yeah, and like squeezing it to see if it's real or not.
That'd be cool too if you printed that multicolor. Like
and that's
silver,
what I thought about.
Gold dots with like.
Yeah, dude. And that was the first thing I thought about. I was like, oh, this would be cool if you actually make it look like it's like quilted or whatever.
Yeah.
Come on, just close. Oh. I think it's still trying to run the rendered preview of it. Let's go back. There we go. We're out of there. Then we have stuff that both Corey and I have made in the past. Actually a collabo, because this is this is my Xmas ring that I
actually I think I have that right here. Where is that?
If it opens up.
I got it right here.
And the box, Corey made a box for this. This is pre-unspooled.
So it's that, and then if you open the box, it has Steve's little 5-finger.
Yeah, there you go. 3-finger ring in there. He said 5-finger. That's stealing.
3-finger.
Yeah. That thing.
But yeah,
I wound up giving a lot of those away.
That was last year. That was not long after 3D Printopia, right?
I haven't even made any of these. Yeah, it wasn't long after. I mean, it was probably right like around Christmas time, honestly. I haven't even made any of these.
I had to go with the Grinch, so.
Corey made a cool, quick, simple. I say quick and simple, like I know how long it took you, but
yeah, and that actually wasn't specific for Christmas. That was somebody had asked me to make a gnome for their garden.
Nice, dude.
So
I thought it was Christmas.
No, and then some other people were like, "Oh, it looks Christmassy," so they printed it for Christmas too.
Nice.
And I've actually printed some for Christmas decorations for people. But that's actually the model. There's 2 of those in my garden right now outside. One in the PHA filament, that biodegradable filament that I'm testing.
Smart man. I see what you did
next to a PLA one. So, that's an old one.
Corey has a snowman container, which I thought was pretty cool as well. And then I have a. Why'd that say 11 hours?
What?
The snowman is 11 hours? Oh, because of the layers. Because
it's because of the mouth and the eyes and the nose.
I'm thinking with a U1 brain right now. I mean, I'm sorry, with a tool.
I bet you that's an hour and a half with the U1.
You gotta reslice them, dude, and see how long it takes. Because I'm like in my mind, I'm like 11 hours. I'm like, that's way fast.
Yeah, and I have a version where all the black dots and the nose print separate.
Yeah.
And then you glue them in. But again, I hate having to glue parts together.
And then these are like some simple vase mode Christmas trees that I have that I print. And actually, I've redone this model to make it a little taller. And then I'm trying to think. Shoot, I had to go. Hold on, I'm gonna unshare for a second while I log in. But yeah, you can go ahead and I'll pull up the other model when I get a second.
All right. So my first one, I've actually printed a lot of them. I've printed them. And obviously I'm a like utilitarian, like practical printer where something solves a problem. So I've printed a ton of these. These things are amazing. I think it's Dangles.
Oh,
is the thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You print these and then you take an X-Acto blade.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on, let me get there. Where am I? Am I on the right? I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. So you put an X-Acto blade in this, and then you put a thing of paper through it, and then you just run it up, and it cuts it right off. It's like the coolest thing ever. And when I saw it, I showed it to like my wife and my mother and my sister and all that, and they were like, I have to have like 3 of those when the kids, they're all wrapping presents. Mm-hmm. So this makes like the cutting the paper significantly easier. Let's see. The other one is this one here. So this is actually from one of our friends from the Unspooled Discord. So he did this this snowman, and you'll see him in there, Better Joel. So this is Better Joel. And so he's been printing these single color in white, and then when I had seen it, I had printed it in multicolor. So this is what is it? No. Yeah, this is Bamboo Matte White. This is Sunlu PLA Plus Purple. Black and orange are both Snap Speed from when I got the U1. So this was printed on the U1. This whole, this is big. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it. Like, it's the side of my head. But this whole thing, in this 8 thing, I think it took just about 7.5 hours on the U1. Mm-hmm. This on the P1S, I sliced it, was 1 day, 8 hours.
That's crazy.
And it was 7.5 hours, just shy of 8 hours, I think. But it printed friggin' awesome. Has some supports, under the elbows and for the nose, because the nose is quite pointy. But supports printed great. So yeah, that's an awesome model. He's got a cool Halloween model too, which is another double-fingered ghost, which is pretty cool. Double-fingered. Then my next one was this one. So another Christmas gingerbread dragon. I just like this because it had, and I printed one of these, but I have gifted it since. But I liked that it was gingerbread with like the frosting on the top with it's like a reindeer dragon.
Listen,
gingerbread.
Gingerbread with the frosting on it is the best kind of gingerbread, hands down.
Any cookie with frosting on it, you really can't go. But Vixvu 3D. They got some other cool models. I hadn't been familiar with that designer, but they've got a bunch of cool stuff. This one here, just when I was looking for a flexible, I wasn't looking for a flexible gingerbread dragon. It just kind of, I came across it and was like, oh, that'd be cool to print. The next one is this. So this, I do know this designer. This is Hold Control. So Hold Control was the original designer of the Sour Patch Kid that I did the Bootylicious remix on. So I gave him a little booty. But he also does these little figurines. So these are gnomes. And then he has a Santa too, that is pretty cool. I haven't printed these, but they're neat. But I just like these gnomes. I did mine. One was green, one was red, and they printed really good on the U1. Next, so this is the only one I haven't printed yet. This one is to be printed, probably tomorrow actually. So Stag 3D, which I've heard of that designer before, but I haven't printed anything from him. But this little Grinch hanger thing, I want to print it specifically for hanging like stockings. But I mean, I think you could basically hang anything, from the fingers. So it basically just, mounts to the wall. But I thought that was pretty cool.
I seen somebody made a 2D version of it. I say 2D, like a flat version of that sticks out of you hang it in your Christmas tree. Yeah, it sticks out of your tree. Yeah,
and I just thought it was cool, and I have yet to slice it yet, but I'm guessing it just prints flat, up against where it mounts to the wall. You probably have some supports under the fingers or something, but or maybe the fingers print second, or that hand prints separate. I don't know. I just thought it was cool, and it's slated for the U1 tomorrow. This one here, hopefully my wife's not watching because this is for her. So my wife is a big Stitch fan.
Nice.
And this is a separated model. I will be printing it on the U1 complete.
One, two.
But,
no, you won't. Yeah. Are you gonna do some swapping?
Yeah, I'll swap one tool head because I'm gonna it'll be white, red, purple, and black. And then I'm gonna have to swap.
What about the pink? How you can get that pink?
So the teal around the eyes, I'm probably gonna end up making that little leaf probably teal as well. That way, I only have to do one swap versus the green on the.
Once you're done with the teal, you can swap the green, and you won't need it anymore.
Yeah, we'll see.
What about the pink?
What pink?
In the feet and in the ears.
Oh, I didn't even notice that, to be honest. I can't see that. It looks white to me.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was asking, because it's pink on the feet too.
If anybody knows me, I have a mild colored blindness with certain colors. And that looks white to me. I can't see it. So maybe I'll print it separate. Who knows?
Get you some. Look, dude, I bought real quick while you're. So I bought a box of these bad boys. They're like the acrylic markers. And it's no pink in here, but so you could do like some small stuff with it and make it like easier on yourself, like stuff like that.
So I may end up printing this separate. I didn't see the pink. That's 3 color swaps if I want to, which is fine, but we'll see. But it's a cool model. Stitch is my wife's favorite. And then this is the last one that I printed. Actually, this one is for my mom. Shadowland is the designer. Just a cool traditional, like, Santa figurine. And this is printed so I did do, it was cool. I did the boots and the hands here. I did in fuzzy skin. So painted on fuzzy skin. So the boots looked like, I wish I still had it here, but, and just a cool traditional model, nothing fancy, nothing out of this world, but, just traditional Christmas stuff. So that's what I've done. The only other ones that and then the only other ones that I've printed have just been like, my stuff, which again, I already showed, like these things, but
so real quick, this was one that I've been working on. I made the model last year. I don't know how good the quality is going to be, but this is a scary Frosty the Snowman that I made. I printed it out. It's just in a box. I don't feel like grabbing it right now. But I mean, it literally, it was one of the first things that I've designed, and I printed it, and it looked like 100%, like this model, except for I use a translucent, like, blue, winter blue from inland for the spikes, the ice spikes. But I mean, yeah, I'm gonna try to get this out in the next few days, just in case anybody wants to make it or whatever. This, and I have a second model, which is this Krampus that I've been refining. That's Krampus sans clothes, pulling a bag with a
naked Krampus.
Naked Krampus, pulling a bag with the bag has been kind of like redone with like kids' hands pushing out of it and all that stuff. So those are two that I want to get out probably like within the next few days. So it like I like the whole Christmas thing. I'm not a big Christmas person, but
are you a bah humbug, Steve?
I'm not. I got the hat on. I got the shades on. I'm just not that into it. More so from like my family is small in this area. Yep. My immediate, I'll say, genetic blood family is small in this area, so it doesn't really hit me as much as it does. And my kids are older, so it also doesn't hit me as much there either. So for me, it's just like it's Christmas. You know, it's like I'm not a big gift receiver. I'll say, like I'm like you can give me something simple. I don't really care.
So for me, the all holidays are about family and food.
Yeah,
the double S. Sure. Which if Wazzy's in here, he'll understand.
Yeah, that's because you guys only talk about food.
Yeah, food and family. That's really all. Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, and I don't usually like I don't decorate my house because I'm not putting out all this stuff, only to have to take it in again and then store it all year long. So I don't decorate. We do decorate inside, like obviously we have a tree and inside decorations, but I don't do the outside stuff like that. So
we do a little bit of outside. My wife this year has kind of like gone bananas. Why am I purple? All of a sudden, I got like really purple. It's like nothing is the Obsbot camera, but there we go. And it's going back by itself. I didn't even do anything. That was weird. But yeah. So she's gone full in. Like I think we got like a 7-foot Santa that sits on on the roof of something. So that'll be happening probably this weekend. So yeah, we used to put the like I like the little projector thing because you could literally the cord out, stick it in the ground, boom, your whole house is like lit up.
We used to have one of those, and then I forgot to bring it in, and then I ran it through the snowblower.
Oh god!
And then we had a big blow up like Christmas elephant, those ones that blow up and light. Yeah. And I forgot to take that in, and it froze in like 2 inches of ice on the ground one year. So I couldn't get it out. So by time a month later, when it thawed out enough that I could get it out, it was literally torn to pieces. So, I don't know how people in Maine do outside decorations because Maine just turns into a giant ball of ice in the winter. Yeah, I can imagine. It's a daily chore to try to keep like the ice and the stuff off your decorations outside. And I'm not all about that, but I don't even like the winter. I don't even like going outside to get in my car in the winter.
It's been kind of chilly here lately, and with this new puppy, there's been a lot of trips outside that I'm like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, well, like, when I woke up yesterday morning, it was -12. Nope. So, and that was without the wind chill. So, and Peekaboo knows he lives even more northeast of me. So anywhere in the northeast of the United States and or Canada, a lot of ice. So and Fern Dog is a Mainer. So, but yeah, don't do the outside decorations. But I am going to put this outside specifically on like my deck. There's a table. And this is going to sit on the table, and then I'm going to strategically turn it to point towards one of my neighbors.
Oh no!
One of my less than friendly neighbors.
Oh god!
So
they're like, they're gonna be like, okay, cool, and then they're gonna get a bigger one, and you guys will be battling with the biggest middle finger things. He did a nutcracker with his.
I'll have
with the middle
to.
fingers up.
I'll have to enlist either Traxman or Frank, and we'll do a life size truck size version of this.
I don't know if any of you follow Traxman or Frank and B, but those guys are doing some huge, enormous prints. Traxman just printed a. I won't say. I don't think it's a secret because he hasn't been showing it on the stream. But he's printing a giant Krampus with a fireplace, like a life-size fireplace behind it, and he's been painting it and everything.
Big.
So if you get a chance, he's usually streaming it. He's Traxman23 on YouTube. I'll grab the link later and drop it.
If you come into the Unspooled Discord, a lot of times he shows the streams in there too. And
he's also been streaming it on MakerDeck off and on recently as well. But he's got this giant it's literally a printer you could sleep in. It's a crazy.
It's 1 meter by 1 meter. It's basically It's basically 3 feet cubed. Yeah.
It's insane. He'll have it on stream, and I know people are looking at it. But he'll put a spool on it just to show you how big the printer is. Just to give people a sense of the scale of it. And the first time I looked, I wasn't even thinking about it. The first time I looked at it, I didn't know what it was. And then I looked again, I was like, holy crap. I was that's the spool sitting beside whatever he's printing.
I think a lot of us just assumed that they were 3 kilogram spools based off the size, but they weren't. They were 1 kilogram.
And he's using a 0.6 nozzle, bro.
Yeah. That's swapped out frequently. And then so GTR Dad posted his that's a link right there to it. So
he's usually streaming that a lot more so that he can watch it from anywhere, peeping on it, make sure everything's going fine. But it's been cool watching that whole print come together. I'm trying to think. Frank and B last year. Frank and B and was it Trex? They both did life-size Jack Skeletons. I think Frank and B's.
Frank's working on one now. I don't know if we should say what it is. I don't know if people know what it is, but another larger than life size.
He had a piece of it at Murph. So he's working on. I'll just say he's working on. It's not like he hasn't been streaming it as well. A Voltron, a giant. It's bigger than he thought it was going to be. Voltron. So
when we saw the picture of one of the legs assembled, it's it must be 10 feet tall, I imagine, when it's all said and done.
It's going to be 10 feet tall, dude.
Yeah, at least. Big.
And he still has to paint it and get it painted. I was like, if you weren't so far, I would honestly consider coming up to his place to help him paint it or something.
The camera's white balance freaked out again.
It did it. I saw it. I was gonna act like it didn't happen until somebody brought it up. I was
like your whole T-shirt changed color. It was.
Let's see. Okay, now I'm just. It turned to night. Where we at? White balance. Let's go here. Turn that off. It's kind of back. Let's all right. There we go. That's better.
Actually, there was one other model that I was going to show, and a lot of people have actually printed this one. I've seen a few people that I know printed this on X. It's a bowl. Did you see this one? Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. So it's a bowl, and it's got a Christmas. It's got a hat. That's a lid. Why do I keep
that's cool.
Yeah. So I actually did slice this one on the U1, and it's a super fast print on the U1, 4 hours.
Nice.
So, but I was gonna print this one too. I thought that was cool.
So we got a couple submissions in the Discord. Hold on, let me see. Some from Adam. 1 second. We got a couple from Additive Adam, an upside. He actually visited some friends, and they have an upside down Christmas tree. So this is actually the right way for this print. Like surprisingly, like the photos I was saying. And then some more Christmas trees that he printed to take over to their place.
That's one of what's her name's, isn't it? 3D Print Bunny.
Is it? That's nice. That's cool. It would be cool if it had like a little handle or something on the top.
I'm not sure if that's hers or not, but I think she has one that's similar to that.
I think this is wait. He told me who this was. But yeah, Snow Yeti, which is pretty cool. Only 4 colors, which is awesome. This is one of his first prints on the U1 as well. And he has a Flexi, I think it's the Flexi gingerbread Darth Vader, which I thought was pretty cool as well. So yeah, 3D printing in Christmas, kind of like
So if you go up a little bit, there's actually one from Killer Prince. He posted it was I mentioned it before, but yeah, right there,
was it this one?
down. Yeah, right there. So it's a gingerbread man, but it's a clicky, like a fidget clicker.
Oh,
so
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that one was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, my browser is not agreeing with there we go. It's a little clicky click. I don't know the audio. Like stuff that like very simple. These aren't like super difficult prints to make. Come on, get me out of here. But
choppy.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on. And then it won't let me out. So yeah, if you can hop to Discord and see if
there you go.
Or just,
here,
there's a couple more prints.
Let me do.
I know what's going on. My keyboard has disconnected from that. You don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Got it back. Some more down here. 1 second. Community member. Laser 3D CNC Yuri.
Who is also in chat.
Yeah, he's in chat. He does a lot of stuff with Creality. Has these.
Oh, where's my mug?
I know, right? Has these
downstairs, I think.
Wait.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm holding it like that. But...
I have a green one. He gave me a green one version of that, and it's one of my favorite mugs. It's cool.
But yeah, he did some Creality ornaments. The prints came out really clean on the Christmas tree. So that was pretty cool. And then, hey, Adam actually printed that tree as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Tech Jeepers was it the Advent calendar that he did last year? Look, that thing looks clean, bro. It looks like something you'd buy at like the Hallmark store or whatever.
It must have like the little windows open.
Yeah, the little windows open.
So it must be 12, right?
24. Yeah, 24 different ones.
Oh.
Yeah. Thought that was cool. Thought that was pretty cool. I think that might be it as far as Christmas. We have some that Midnight Wolf. He did a the
cow.
Highland cow. What film? Oh, it looked like it had some gold. That filament looks crazy. Is it like silk or gold? Yeah, like but you only really see it in like the valleys where the gold kind of like pops out. It's clean. I like it. Got to be careful. Make sure we don't scroll into like.
I think that was it for.
Hadron was working on a Grinch, Christmas Grinch. I think that, and then this tree that Killer Prince did. Yeah. So yeah, man, Christmas. I'll say. Let me say the holiday season. It's a good time to like really dig in and get some stuff printed that. To me, I still because I know how much filament costs, it's hard for me to like print stuff sometimes and be like, oh, check this out. Oh, we got a couple more that came in. It's hard for me to print stuff and be like, check this out. But it's a great time to really show people what 3D printing can do. These are like a little accordion Christmas hats.
Oh yeah, I've seen those before. There was one last year that was real popular that was like a slinky hat. A little different than that. Yeah.
whoever comes up. But yeah, so these are like little accordion hats. He had one earlier. They actually look really good and clean. If you print it, he suggests printing it in PETG. Might be a little bit more durable. I think he broke one of them. And then we have Tech Jeepers spool that he got that looks like I don't even know, man. It looks like someone might have had it. This roll. Shep said it was the ugliest filament. Dude, yeah, it's all of that. Shep said it's the ugliest roll he's ever seen, ugliest film he's ever seen.
Yeah, it looks like a granny off-white, like your granny would paint her wall.
It's kind of tan and reddish over here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. It kind of looks like a bone color.
He said it was a blueprint to mint transition, and then like over here, you can see the mint on this side for sure.
Oh yeah,
it kind of looks like what did I say? It's kind of like almost fleshy-ish with this color over here to the right. At least it's how it looks.
Let's not get back into the skin rash.
I know skin rash, and what the other one? Just skin and skin rash.
But yeah, I mean, I don't dislike it. I'd like to see a print in it.
What would you print in that though?
I don't know. It's not
a skull. Just say a skull.
A skull. Or, there is a model for every filament. I have an old rep wrapper color around here somewhere that is like, I don't know, it's like a brownish green. It's if a baby puked in a filament extruder, this is the color that would come out.
I think that's what the name of this one is called, baby puke, right?
And it's just yeah. So there's a print for every color, and I'm sure something printed in that would, if it was meant for it, it would look good.
You say that like a parent or something. Like there's a print for every color.
Yeah,
every color, guys.
Yeah. I mean, there is everything, right? Like
I don't know.
You could take any color, even that, and find a print. Like you said, a skull. Probably look good as a skull.
It's kind of funny though, because when you think about like all the colors of the rainbow, and at some point I do kind of feel like we have like at least a close generalization of like a lot of the colors that people want from 3D printing. But if you could have it doesn't have to be Christmas themed, but a Christmas gift in filament color, what would it be? Like a new color that maybe doesn't exist, or a variation on something.
I mean, I don't think you can do it would be tough to do a new color.
Yeah,
you could do a new combination of colors like duals or gradients, but it would be real tough to do. I mean, there's pretty like blue, right? Like there's probably 300 different shades of blue out there. If you took all of the filament manufacturers and looked on Amazon, there's probably 300 different shades of blue. So I don't know if you could do a new unique color without it being a gradient or a blend or a tricolor or a dual or some silky thing, something different, you know. But other than maybe like even the one that Tech Jeeper showed, like Blooper in mint or whatever it was, right? Like that's like a tannish color to the gradients to mint, you know. Like I think you could do that, but I'm
trying to find hold on, there's a YouTube channel that I follow. Oh, here it is right here. Dude.
Well, a perfect example is what's the so 3D Fuel, like they have their site where you can go in and basically take a picture or like a hex color, and it'll basically tell you the closest color they have to it in their lineup. But then you have all those websites out there where you can just put in a hex color, like the filament XYZ there. And there's like 500 yellows, you know, like
I follow this channel, like just
I've watched that before,
dude. And so this one was cool. It's kind of just like a cool white, more or less. It's got a little bit more blue in it that you see from different angles, which I think would be freaking cool. Like every one of these shows on here, I'm like, this would be amazing. But this first one, when it starts over, ghost purple, it almost looks like it glows. I'm like, I would love to see
Yeah.
Something like that, where it like almost looks black, but then you hit it from the right angle and you get like these like purple hues to pop out. And then this next one, magenta flame. I'm like, yeah, this is where I feel like colors need to kind of go, is into like this realm of like there's a color there, but then it's a different like mica accent that kind of like occurs in the filament.
Yeah, those must be like those alla prima paints, right? Like
oh my gosh, dude.
Like those acrylic paints that Bob Ross used, where you can like mix, like you could probably get 50 different colors out of varying the different percentage of all three of those colors, you know, like.
Oh yeah.
Well, like I actually watched the one down. It was like the different purples.
Hold on.
And they got like six different they got like 6 different purples, and then some of them were like teals.
Oh my gosh, look at that periwinkle.
Well, there's your burnt orange.
Oh yeah, burning orange, nice.
Well, like see, like they get like a teal out of those too, you know, like. But if you watch it, they get more colors than you would think you would get from those two.
Like, I know this isn't easy. A lot of this stuff isn't easy, but like I would like. Granted, I have a pretty decent job, but if I could have a job doing something like this, like making colors and making filaments, I would probably jump at that. Like, just because it would be cool to just have stuff that just no one else has, you know, or make stuff that like no one else is really making. And like you said,
I mean, that's literally John from Layerworks. That's his job. Just in filament.
Like, look at those colors, man. Like, that's the kind of stuff that people don't have. And like, we're all at a point where like we have a bunch of colors. Like, I don't really feel like I need anything in particular. But when you see stuff like this, you're like, okay, there's still room out there for some inventive stuff.
There is, but to be honest, like, do we really need any more colors in filament? Like, I mean,
yes, we do. We need all the colors. Look at that, man.
Like,
come on, man.
Like, Polymaker has what, like 500-600 different like filaments and colors and blah blah blah. Like, do you really need 700, 800?
Yes, we do.
I don't know. I already think there might be too many. So Better Joel agrees with you. I need every color in the world.
We also got to change the intro, because the intro says he has more colors than he has forks. Who doesn't?
I got a lot of forks.
How many forks do you have? I was listening to it earlier. I was like, wait, who doesn't have? I was like, how we make it to episode 31 and I not noticed that? And I'm like, wait, everybody has more forks. Well, not everybody, but most people have more forks than filament.
Actually, yeah. So Tech Jeeper's right on this. He says, you think filament is bad, you should see yarn. Well, my mother is like a crocheter, and she has as many, if not more, colors in yarn than I have in filament, which is saying something. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So every medium of art, right? Whether it's paint or stains or plastics or fabrics or yarns or filament or whatever it is, there's no shortage of different stuff, different colors, variations of colors. But I mean, I think there is a limit though. But
I will say that, you know, following like these kinds of channels, art blend channels, art color, like color crafting channels and paint crafting channels, as well as fingernail what do they call it, manicurists or whatever. Like, you can come up with some cool ideas from just nail polish alone. Like, had some great ideas in there. Like I said, I'm here for the hat tricks, the weird, like, oh, no one even ever thought of that kind of, you know, color that like looks really good. Look at this ghost brown. Come on, man, ghost brown. I don't even know what that is, but I love it already. Look at the way it just kind of kicks that little bit of color off. Yeah,
and like you know, I mean, I think you're a little bit more limited in plastic than you are paint, but you know, it'd be cool. Like for me, it would be cool. Not as much like different colors. Like I said, I think we have a lot of, but like different additives or different
Yeah.
hues or different silky type of things, or like a different type of technique of how color is introduced into filament.
Like, I mean, these are made mostly with, like, this is these are mica based colors, that where you're getting, that kind of double color thing going on. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Different additives, sure, as long as they're safe, as long as they're like, VOC free. And
well, I mean, we have filament, we have color shifting mica looking filament, that have pigments in them that color shift. And but a lot of people like the look of them, but don't necessarily like to print in them, just because any additive you add to a plastic does affect its print quality and
we need more
part quality. But
that doesn't sound like you're saying we need more.
Well, I mean, I think we need more, but like I said, I think you can get to a point with anything that it's like, okay, that's a lot. But anyways, like I mean, I think John is a perfect example of it. Like John from Layerworks is like, every day he posts something that's just like, oh, that's cool. Like, so I think as long as like the people that are making the filament always think that there's something different or something new.
Look at I don't care about the color that they make, but this right. Oh shoot, it's flipped. There was one. It said like Aurora blue. I was like, yeah, that is cool. Oh, that looks like the skin stuff. Hold on, let me hop back in. But yeah, man, yeah, John makes some cool stuff. This color right here, this over here, the one on the right, that looks awesome. It'd be cool to see more stuff like that. Boutique, it'll probably be boutique type stuff, and not necessarily a mainstream thing. But
and cool I think it's tough for filament too, like manufacturers, right? Like you could make a filament color that you think is amazing, and 100 people think it's amazing and buy it, but is it enough to sustain like mass runs of it? Probably not. Like you got to make a color that like 10,000 people are going to buy a spool of. But
I also think, like, unlike some things that where it doesn't matter, it does matter for people the season. Like dropping spring colors in the fall might not hit because you don't have a use for them.
Well, like we've talked about it in the past, like bundles, right? Like Christmas bundles, Halloween bundles, like holiday bundles. If you're big into, if you're Irish or you're just big into St. Patty's Day, what colors are you going to want during St. Patrick's Day? You're going to want golds and greens and, so there's every holiday has like its set of colors that you want. Like I guarantee, over the last month and probably for the next 3 weeks, probably the number one purchased filament color is going to be white, black, and red.
By far. Yeah. Probably more so red at the top of that list, and white probably next. And probably not even red. Maybe regular white. Like I could see, like the celestial white from Polymaker being a big thing, if it's available. Silk whites also.
Some variation of a white that you're making, but
Christmas is the only time I print with silk white.
Yeah, like if you look at Christmas colors or Christmas models, there are always some variation of white, black, gold, red, silver, something shiny, something cool. Because your Christmas ornaments are, right? Like when you buy Christmas ornaments, you buy the shiny, like really cool looking ornaments. So. I mean, filament is no different. I bought like this, I think specifically for this year, I did buy a red, I did buy a green. I buy black and white anyways, but I did buy a silver that I probably wouldn't normally have bought if it wasn't specific for a actually, it's right here. I actually bought 2 rolls of this, and I bought them like a month ago, but they're specifically, so they're just eSun. But it's for a specific Christmas model, but it's just a silver. It's nothing fancy.
I did buy Polymaker's refills in silver
Yeah.
just to test out the whole refill thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I bought like silver. I think I bought bronze as well, which bronze is another color you can kind of throw in there for Christmas stuff as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And then any, and it's funny, like I buy like for Christmas, for Halloween back then, I obviously bought a bunch of black. I bought a bunch of orange. I bought a bunch of white. What else? I bought another color for print that I can't think of what the color. Oh, I bought a brown. There was something that I was gonna be printing for someone for Christmas that needed a brown. I ended up not doing it, but yeah. But and then once you buy them for Christmas, you'll use them for other stuff. So
yeah, kind of like forks, right?
Yeah, use forks for everything, right? Unless you use chopsticks.
Oh, that's true.
Then you don't use forks.
That's
I happen to like chopsticks.
Do you use them? Do you use chopsticks? Well, have you 3D printed chopsticks? Number one.
I have not, because I'm a big anti like filament and food guy. So
got you.
Filament and food should not mix. Not unless you post treat them to make them food safe.
Not even as a one-off type of thing.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not gonna print a set of chopsticks just to use them once. I'll use like I've got a bunch of disposable wood ones, or actual like real plastic made, chopsticks. But no, I wouldn't print. I mean, I have printed those, like it was actually a joke, but it's the little like spring attachment things so you can put chopsticks in for people that don't know how to use them.
The helpers.
I've printed one of those for a joke for someone I know that can't use chopsticks, but yeah, food, like I'll print like bag clips and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm a big like anti filament and food thing, unless it's like you said, one-time use, or you're somehow post-processing them or finishing them for a food grade resin that you're coating it with or something. But
yeah, I would probably do it for like as a gimmick, maybe some actually I might make that tonight, make a pair of Christmas chopsticks, just
if it's one-time use, right? Like you could print a set of chopsticks that are one-time use, and they probably cost you just about as much as if you bought a set of wrapped bamboo or wooden ones, that you buy, the disposable ones you buy at your grocery store. So in opinion,
at least as a gimmick.
Yeah.
And then you can use them in like your plant box or something to hold up a plant or something.
Yeah.
You can find another use for them. I used to always save, after I eat Chinese food, I would save my chopsticks and use them for like hole punches or all kinds of different stuff. Not every time, but occasionally, just to like have as a tool.
Yeah, I prefer the wooden ones.
The wooden ones are awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do have a set of like jade and ivory ones that actually, the story behind it was when my mother was we were in a hotel, and there was a group there that was from Japan. And when the guy was leaving, he had this case with these really like authentic fancy Japanese chopsticks. And he had them, and I looked, and I was like, wow, those are really cool. I was only like 7 or something, and he gave them to my mother to give to me. And I still have them to this day. I don't use them because I'm like terrified I'm going to break them, but they're like super ornate, like carved jade with like, I'm assuming ivory. I don't know. They're probably like really, really old, but yeah.
I wonder, like, after he did that, was he like, dang, those were my favorite chopsticks? I don't
know. I mean, for him, it could have just been like regular old.
It could have been.
But I mean, maybe they were his favorite travel chopsticks.
Favorite chopsticks, like, dang.
Yeah.
Trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Now I don't have my favorite chopsticks. I've done that before. When you give somebody something, you're just trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a Wakanda Forever, like it was just a medallion with the hands going like this.
Yeah.
And we were traveling, and where were we? And this dude walked by. He's like, "Oh, dude, that's so cool." I was like, here, and I took it off and just gave it to him. He was like, for real? I was like, eh. And like, I could make another one. I haven't made another one yet. And I like, as I gave it to him, I was like,
Man,
I want it back. It was like
And
at the
just
beginning of vacation.
My 7-year-old self did not ask for these. I was just like, Mom, look at those. Those are really cool. And then he gifted them. So just to be clear.
Yeah, dude, I was like,
don't go around asking strangers to give you their stuff.
I was like, dang. Gave it to him and was like, I kind of want it back. Because it was like the beginning of vacation. I was like, I had it. I was ready to be all kind of like cool with my Wakanda Forever. And it glowed. So like,
I would like to say, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, one of my favorite. Guy was an amazing actor. He will be missed. He is missed.
I need to print a. That should be my first like big mask I print on the U1. Is a Black Panther mask. That would be pretty cool, especially with the.
It's been one that I've always wanted to print, but I never have.
Yeah. I might.
You're right. The U1 would be perfect because
the
one that I actually wanted to print has like. It was like
the lines in it,
the end mask that he used, and it had like the line. So it's a really long print on an AMS.
Yeah,
like 3 days because of all the intricate little color changes. You're right. I ought to slice it on the U1 and see.
Yeah, dude.
Because it's big enough too. At 270, it should be fine for those smaller masks.
I might do one. I might do one on the U1 and then one on like the Centauri. Just solid black one on the Centauri and then one on the U1. That would be pretty cool. Don't ask the man, give me your chopsticks. What Tech Jeeper talking about? Hey, big printer.
Don't go asking people for their stuff. Like,
okay. Hey,
don't stick people up for their and steal their chopsticks.
Jack for their chopsticks.
Yeah, don't jack people for their chopsticks.
All right, cool. So this is the thing. Let's we should offer a challenge for next week. There's no prize, but we should do like I don't know,
just for bragging rights.
Just for bragging rights. Maybe we'll give them an official title. Hey, Liz. What we holding on for?
She's on the airplane. Sorry. I was just gonna.
Oh, that's right. She was up here for the print thing. I mean, for the chillament from Polar.
Hold on, I want to share this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys see this?
Not yet.
This is from Mr. Telling. Look how tiny those are.
Oh wow.
That's on the U1.
With what?
Look how itty bitty those are.
Well, it's only they only have a 0.4 nozzle, right?
Yeah, but
so that's crazy. That looks clean, man.
That tiny little prints on the U1. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to share that.
Did he send those to you directly? He's
like,
no. Hey Corey, I see you guys are doing the show. Let me send those to you.
No, that was just posted on U1. Yeah.
Like, hey Corey.
He commented. He commented on a couple of my U1 posts, so that's why I think I'm seeing them quicker than I normally would. But no, that's just a post that he made about an hour ago.
He's like, Corey, you remember me, right? I'm Joel Telling. Check out these rad prints that I did.
Yeah,
he uses the word rad a lot. I don't know if you guys know that.
Our resident, our 3D printing industry's most notable celebrity.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. It's funny. I think we had a conversation about this before. Like we view, there are some people that are in the 3D printing community that people fanboy over, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like yours sort of thing. But in the grand scheme of like famous, the most famous person in the 3D printing community is like not even on the radar, right? Like,
right.
It's funny how we're so into it that
he does know Neil Patrick Harris though. So
I know, but still, like it's not even on the radar of like a real worldwide famous person. But it's just in our world, it's like seeing Obama or some super famous actor that you've wanted to see your whole life,
Dude, seeing people around like now, like I'm slightly jaded because I've been to several 3D printing things and I've seen people that like before I even really got into 3D printing, that I like was like, oh, this guy's cool, you know. And like when I probably the first one I went to that I kind of like, oh, that's that person, that's freaking awesome. And like now being in the community, I'm kind of jaded to it a little bit, and I kind of miss the whole like being starstruck in a sense when you see those people. You know what I mean? Like,
so
there
DJ
are still
Midnight.
people.
Oh,
but
no, not
go
that
ahead,
one.
no, you get.
He says Zach Friedman isn't the most. So for some people, he probably is, right? Like Zach Friedman is very well known, very popular YouTuber. I think Zach Friedman is probably the coolest 3D printing famous person out there because the guy is awesome and does some really cool stuff. But yeah, it's just like those type of people, right? Like the names that you say within the 3D printing community that 98% of the people that are in the 3D printing community know. But if you were to go outside the 3D printing community and say that person's name, they're like, huh?
Well, and you know what's funny? I really do wonder though, because I do still feel like there's still a lot of different subsets of our community, you know, and it's like people that there's oftentimes where people will jump into the Discord or somewhere and then like they'll say something and you're like, okay, this person is into 3D printing, but they haven't like done, I hate saying this, but they haven't done the homework. But you know, there's people that fan out when they see Zombie and Pez, and like those are people that are on their way up in the community. Danny as well, Neil Koi Prince, that we know personally, that like, you know, that we can chum it up with. But like there's people outside of the community that don't even know who like a lot of us are, but they know who maybe Joel is, but they don't know who Sam Prentice is. And it's like, how do you like you piecemeal like the notoriety that people have in the community?
And that's like there's different levels of like famous, right? Like my famous might be different than your famous because you don't know who a famous snowboarder might be because you don't like snowboarding, or a famous F1 racer because you don't know F1. And then there's all these different layers of fame, but then there's like famous, right? Like to a person eventually gets to a point where even if you're not a basketball fan, everybody in the world knows who Michael Jordan is, or LeBron James, or even if you're not a music fan, everybody knew who, you know, Whitney Houston was, or Michael Jackson, or Garth Brooks, or, you know, like there's like that level, like once you get there, everybody on the planet knows you, you know,
like,
and
for me, it was Joel. I mean, I'll move my camera. For me, it was Joel. You know, and like for us, it's like literally you're selfie hunting. You're like at an event, you just want to get that selfie, you know, because that's like, oh, I met one of the people that I liked a lot in the 3D printing community. And
well, unless you're Udo, you just take a selfie with everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And
everybody.
Shep was another one where I was like, I didn't get a chance to see him at all in 2023, I think, at 3D Printopia. And it was at the end, and I was working in the parking lot, and he walked out, and I was like, "Oh, this is my moment." And I was like, "Hey, man, I love you." Da da da.
Shep is probably the most famous person in 3D printing, simply because his son is probably the best a top 3 goalie in the NHL, and is known all over the world. Like that guy. I mean, and I don't know if a lot of people know that.
What's the NHL? No,
I mean that guy's son is Connor Hellebuck. Like, I'm not even a hockey fan. I don't even like hockey. I've watched like 3 hockey games my entire life.
That's like 4
hockey
games.
I know who Connor Hellebuck is. Like I've seen ESPN and seen Connor Hellebuck on ESPN, and I saw that last name before I ever knew that was actually Shep's son, and I was like, man, that's got to be a relation to Chet, because how many people have the name Hellebuck? Like literally I know 2 people that have that name, him and Connor, and then I found out that he was actually his son, you know, like
I said, your 3 is 4 hockey games more than what I've seen.
Like I know nothing about
hockey
it.
Deficit, all right.
And the funny thing is people assume that because I live in Maine in a cold winter state that I'm a huge hockey fan. but people don't really like. Maine is not a big hockey state, right? Like there was a few years, I think, but it's not like Maine is actually probably more of a basketball than anything. But
I definitely assumed that all 7 people that live in Maine are
hockey fans. Yeah, yes. So did I. Minus me, so only 6.
It's only 6. Yeah, only 6.
Like Fern Dog, you're from Maine. Are you a hockey fan?
Come on, Fern Dog. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, Fern Dog.
I am not a see.
He said huge. He's a huge hockey fan.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I think people assume that if you live in one of those wintry northern United States or anywhere in Canada, you're just automatically a hockey fan. And it's like, no, like, nope. I live in a cold, wintry state against my will. So
you're a hostage.
If it was up to me, I would move tomorrow. Like, I would pack my crap and I would be gone.
What about your family? No, I'm kidding.
Well, that's the thing. If it was up to me, like they would have to come with me, but they won't move. So,
but yeah, so Shep and Joel were probably like the 2, because like I saw Joel the year before, didn't get a selfie, and then the following year I managed to get a selfie. I saw David, and I just kind of like I mushed David. I was like, out of my way, sir. And I was like, let me get this photo. And he graced me with a quick little selfie. I was like, thank you. Cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like the things like you know, I've watched. I mean, I have been in 3D printing for a long time, and I was in 3D printing before Joel Telling ever had a YouTube channel. And I remember Joel Telling's first ever YouTube video, which I think was on the FlashForge Creator Pro, I believe, and he unboxed it on a round coffee table in his living room, and it was hilarious. And I remember watching him from like right at the beginning. So for me, the first time I ever got a chance to meet him in person, it wasn't as much a fanboy. It was just more out of respect for someone who's also been in the 3D printing community as long as he has, and has done so well in it that it's really cool. It's really cool to see. You know? Yeah. And there's a lot of them, you know, a lot of like that, like CNC Kitchen and Michael Laws, which is teaching tech from Australia. Like, I would love to meet that guy just because I think he'd be a friggin' cool guy to sit down and talk to over a coffee or a beer. I don't know if he drinks beer, but
like I think at Murph this year, I actually met Jim from Edge of Tech, which was pretty cool.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of anybody else. Sam's pretty cool, you know, super approachable, which is awesome. Most of the guys in the community are super approachable.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them seem a little bit standoffish, you know, like, I don't know if it's just, you know, they're just maybe slightly jaded to the whole thing, or they actually aren't that social. You know what I mean? They're like more think video social, and not as a bad thing. I'm saying they may be like, oh, I make videos, but I don't talk to people type of thing.
Yeah, I think it's often that people assume that someone that is okay being on video, making videos and talking, that they're just automatically an extroverted person. And that's not the case, that's right? Like, the case you can be, you know, a perfect example of that is what's his name from The Mandalorian. Like, that guy has massive social anxiety, yet he's a famous movie actor, right? But he hates being around. But I'm just saying, like, you can be on camera and be like a news anchor or an actor or a YouTuber, a famous YouTuber, but still not like interactions face to face with people, you know, at events. So you could be a famous YouTuber and still be an introverted type of person, you know. Yeah.
I think his name was Kevin. He was mean. Yeah, that's true. Larry Valeria is a hole.
Wait, who was somebody was talking about there's somebody in the 3D printing community that's a fairly well-known YouTuber, but people have only ever seen their hands.
Craftsman.
Was that the one? And then there was some rumor going around that they were somebody else that people knew, like face-wise, and they were like, "Yeah, that's that person."
Oh no! I don't
And
know if
they
it's
just never
Craftsman or
saw
not
it.
then.
Yeah.
There's a guy called Craftsman Steady Crafting, and he uses a puppet a lot. But his content is dope. He's got 612,000 followers. So if that's who it is, I don't know. I'm still trying to just figure out what ethnicity he is, because he's got like this weird Southern accent that could go like either direction.
Yeah.
It could go
Well,
either
if he's
direction.
maybe he's from like Louisiana or something.
It
Is it
feels
like a Creole
Louisiana.
type thing?
It's
Yeah.
dude. It's a weird, like,
Yeah.
culturally ambiguous accent.
I have to. I was in Louisiana one time at a
Mm.
place that was like a Cajun food place. We were going there for like crawfish, and they basically bring out this giant platter and slam it down on the table, and it's a mountain of crawfish with these buckets next to you on the floor that you just dump. You know, you eat the crawfish and dump it. And there was a guy there who, I mean, technically he was speaking English, but I couldn't understand a word he said.
Yeah.
And one of the guys that I was with was not from there, but he had lived there for like 15 years. So he was familiar, you know, and he could understand everything he said. And I'm like, how? But it's just that real strong, to me, it sounds foreign, you know, like a different language, but he could understand him. So yeah, it's funny with that different, you know, the United States, no matter where you're talking.
My dad is from the Caribbean, so so I always get that kind of thing. I remember, and my uncle was also from not related to him, but I have an uncle that was also from the Caribbean as well.
Yeah.
And at one point, when it was like when I was 12, I went through this phase where I could not understand him to save my life. Like I went from like yesterday I could understand him, and I think like puberty broke my ears, and I was like, Uncle, I have no clue what you're saying.
You
like,
make no sense. Like, I mean,
no
I've heard
right now.
So there are pockets. And Ferndog will understand this. There's pockets of Maine areas where the Maine accent is so strong, I can't understand a word they say. It just sounds like gibberish. You can pick out like one every like 50 words. Like these people can say the, and you just can't make it out.
Oh, it's like that.
And I think every state probably has that, you know.
I want to go to the cities, dude, because like in Baltimore, you have regular Baltimore, and then you have like an inner city accent that is crazy. Yeah. Insane.
Well, like Boston. I mean, there are areas in Boston where you just can't understand.
And then there's an accent. It's called like Hun or Downey Shore, like kind of talk, and that's how people are like, hey Hun, we about to go Downey Shore. We it's not weird where, but it's like Weiss, Downey, and all kinds of stuff, man. And it's hilarious, man. Yeah. So it's just, I don't know how we got on the.
I have no idea
how we got here. But,
different pockets of language. But see, Ferndog. So there are people. Yeah, and I think every state has that. Like I've been in Texas, where that Texas drawl accent is just so strong that. Like I've heard Texas accents that were very mild that I could understand, and then there were like other Texas where I was just like, holy crud. Yeah, like so coastal Maine, like there's areas of like what they call down east in Maine, which is like Eastport, like where it meets Canada, Nova Scotia. Like it's like this meld of like this French Canadian Maine accent. Like I don't know what it is, but it's I've been here a lot of years and I still can't make them out.
All right, so I figured it out. So here's the project, and I'll do one myself as well. Maybe make a regional Christmas ornament, or find a regional so if you live in Maine, maybe find
you'd make a New England based
Christmas ornament, and we'll show those next week. So like I'm in Maryland, I could do one for Maryland, I could do one for Baltimore as well.
It's gonna have crabs in it. We all know
it's gonna have crabs.
It's gonna have a crab in it. It's gonna be a Christmas crab.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Christmas crab.
And mine would be a Christmas lobster.
Dude, all right. So if you look up this song, and this is perfect. There's a song called "Crabs for Christmas." Look that song up, and that's the accent that I'm talking about. It's like I think it's called like the Hun. That song is the perfect like This is how people.
So is this a you and me challenge or anybody in chat?
Anybody can look.
Right.
Anybody can participate.
Do a Christmas
regional
model that is either regional or state based, right? Like
or both. And it's
like if you're in Wisconsin, you could just do a snowball and hang it from the tree.
Just a snowball.
Just a snowball. If you're in Florida, you do like a palm tree with Christmas lights.
Yeah. So yeah,
or in Canada can participate too. It could be provincial. Is that what they call it? Provincial, province, provincial.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, region, whatever.
Canada ornaments.
Now Nero is the Canuck creator, right?
Yeah.
I always thought that Canuck was a derogatory, like you weren't supposed to say Canuck. So anybody that's Canadian in this room, is that okay? Is that an okay term to say?
You said that, and the first thing that came to my mind was Canucka, please.
Yeah, but like, is that okay? Have you ever heard that though? Like, I've heard people say that, like, you're not supposed to say that term. Like, it's.
It says it's a slang term.
Like there are a lot of Canadians that might not like being called a Canuck.
It says sometimes derogatory. In U.S. use. As a true Canuck.
Peekaboo's like, how dare you? Like, but it is like, it's one of those ones where like, if you're Canadian, it's probably okay to say it. Like the Canuck creator, Nero.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, but if you're outside the Canada, is it okay to say?
So you can't say stuff like Canucka, please. Canucka, please.
I don't know. I've never heard that in my life.
Oh man.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I mean, I just okay. Maybe it is. Maybe it's fine. Peekaboo says it's fine. He's our Canadian representative. He says it's fine. So
Wesley said it's the name of the hockey team in Vancouver as well. So
the Vancouver Canucks. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But still, I thought it was like it's a team, and that's okay. Like we had the Washington Redskins, and there are some people that say that that's okay, and some people say that wasn't okay. So like I was like, just is it okay for an American to refer to a Canadian as a Canuck and it not be considered derogatory, right? Like we live in a world where I just you never want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything. So posing that question.
Is there a term like that for Americans? No, it's just like Americans.
I mean, I think it's just American. Like American, depending on who's saying it, can be meant like okay, or it can be like, an American, like
yeah. They say it like that.
So anytime I've heard like very French men say like, American, and it's like it's always like, I'm not sure if they're saying that in a good way. Or if that's in a bad way. So yeah, I think it's just American in general.
You're such an American.
You're such an American.
Like, whoa, wait a minute. I am, but why are you saying it like that?
Yeah. Like Canadians are so polite, so they wouldn't say anything anyways. Yeah, probably, yeah.
So when I went to Canada over the summer, it was a pretty chill trip. But you couldn't really tell you were in Canada at all, because outside of the stores being different, I think I mentioned that before, the names on stores being different, and like the mainstream commercials being different. So it was just like, come to this place, and you're like, I never heard of it. But I did have a conversation on the way home with like a guy at the gas station, and like it took a second for me to dial in like some of the stuff that he was saying. Yeah, but I'm like, after a while, it was like, okay, I completely understand what he's saying there.
I drove to Alaska through Canada, right? So I've been to all the Canadian provinces. And I was just say, other than there being like kilometers and liters when you go to a gas station and the money, it really doesn't feel any different, right? Like when I was in Canada and at a gas station in Saskatchewan, or Manitoba, other than it being incredibly flat, which I was shocked about. It doesn't feel any different, right? Like you don't like if you go to other countries, I think it might feel a little bit more, but it feels very similar. I think the people are very similar, but I didn't feel any different. Always very nice people.
Nice. All right, so we're getting close to that time. Also, my cat. I didn't realize my cat wasn't here for the whole stream. She's like freaking out, knocking stuff over, trying to get my attention right now. She's like, she's literally like hitting something under my desk, and like I look down and she's like,
move it.
like, let me out of here.
So Peekaboo
Now.
says you were in Toronto. That's basically the U.S.
It felt like it, but it
Yeah.
was just weird because it just everything was just slightly different. It was like
Yeah.
it was like, oh, if like, you know, if like you were still in America, but like France took over or something, you know.
So there's something in Maine where they call that Maine is split into two sections, right? You have
Mhm.
southern Maine, which a lot of people refer to as northern Massachusetts, because it's more like Massachusetts than it is northern Maine, and it's like two separate people. There's actually been like proposed legislation to like break Maine into two different states, and it'd be southern Massachusetts and then Maine, and it's like obviously it doesn't go anywhere, but even Fern Dog confers, yeah, southern Maine is really northern Massachusetts. But have you heard of the Saskatchewan seal hunt? No.
I thought Saskatchewan was like landlocked. Isn't it landlocked?
No, because it goes, all the provinces are like split like this. So you have to go, I can't remember which one comes first, but when I was driving, it was like Manitoba, then Saskatchewan, or Saskatchewan, then Manitoba. I can't remember.
No, it is landlocked. It is. Like, it doesn't go all the way up. Manitoba touches the water, and so
yeah, a lot of them don't touch. Yeah,
Alberta and Saskatchewan do not touch the water.
Yeah. I will tell you, if you've ever driven through them, they are flatter than flat, and it's like fields of yellow and purple because they grow like a lot of mustard seed.
Yeah,
and then I think it's clover or something, but like it's just like I've been to Kansas, and I have family live in Kansas, and Kansas is flat, but like Manitoba and Saskatchewan, it's flat for like you drive on, I think it's called the Trans-Canada Highway, and I'm not kidding, it feels like it's 800 miles dead straight and dead flat.
I've watched a couple of like YouTubers do like nomadic stuff driving through Canada to Alaska. So they will leave from the US, drive through Canada to Alaska. And the funniest part about the whole thing is like the parts where they were like in America and like in Alaska were longer than the parts where they were in Canada. Cause like you said, it probably was just all like, it's just flat.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can't have a half an hour of like, oh, it's still more flat ground. Here we go.
Yeah.
You know,
I was actually quite shocked. Like I didn't think it was going to be, because I think a lot of times people just think the further you go north in the colder climates, you just assume that it's mountainous, right? Like the Rockies or the Appalachian. Like you just assume that when you go high, like in a northern elevation, that or a northern climate is going to be rocky and mountainous, and they are not.
Like I said, when I went to Toronto, I literally expected it to be like, and granted it was the summertime, but like when I saw that they had like unhoused people there, I was like, wait a minute, why are y'all even here and not as far south as you could get, you know? And then I thought about the fact that like, wait, and I pulled it up on the map and I'm like, man, there's a lot of the US that Toronto is lower than, you know, compared to like I mean, shoot, most of Maine is higher up than Toronto.
Yeah.
You know, whole states, North Dakota is higher on the longitude latitude scale, and like, you know, freaking Washington and a couple other places. So it was just like, wow, you got whole states that are like at a higher latitude. Is that latitude? Latitude than Toronto. So yeah, you do get this idea of like it's all mountainous and stuff like that. So,
well, I will tell you, I have been to Nome, Alaska, which is like the very tippy top of Alaska, and you will question why human beings would ever choose to live there. Like
I watch all those shows. I love shows about Alaska and Antarctica.
Than cold, and like I'm just like, I don't understand. Like it's even colder. Like Maine is cold, but that's like whole nother level when you get like once you cross into the Arctic Circle, like once you get north of Fairbanks in Alaska, it's like a different Alaska.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
Anchorage, Alaska is like very similar to like Maine as far as
Yeah.
weather goes in the winter. But when you get north of Fairbanks, I mean, it's literally the size of it is like a whole nother state because it's gigantic, but very, very, very cold.
All right.
Like,
we rambled on enough.
yeah, we did. We got off 3D printing and started talking
did.
about Canada and geography and
Yeah.
latitude and longitude.
Latitude.
Yeah, dark, cold beer. Yeah, sounds like Maine. Yeah, that you could change northern Alaska and put Maine in that too. All right, let's find a raid target. Oh, is Jano? Yeah, Jano is streaming. What's he doing? He's building.
We haven't raided Jano in a while.
Yeah, let's raid Jano. Looks like he's probably working on his gingerbread project.
Yeah, so we appreciate you guys. Like I said, homework.
Yeah. State
regional.
or regional?
Yeah, regional ornaments. And I'm gonna start the raid on my side.
Yeah,
regional ornaments for the holidays.
Yep.
So if you got them, post them in the Discord. We'll check them out next stream. And we'll probably have a guest next stream as well. So appreciate you guys as usual.
See you in Jano's stream later.
See you in Jano's stream.